Let's talk necropolitics. This is a text by Achille Mbembe in which he defines the notion of necropolitics as the subjugation of life into the power of death. Achille Mbembe is saying we need to re-examine the modern philosophical thought on liberalism, democracy, sovereignty, power, and the subject, which is the human, and assess if this model and its abstract universalisms on who the human is and what rights are and what freedom is, does it actually hold true to the events, right? Historical events as well as contemporary events and situations. So for him, he says we need to assess two things: life and death. And he says these are two things that can actually make us examine and critically understand the use of the notion of sovereignty and power and how it functions in the violation of humanity and the violence against humanity. So for him, sovereignty has developed into, and it signals rather the sort of use of power, violence, and it has an arbitrary characteristic within it, wherein those with power, they can use their power at any point in time, and there is no accountability in using this power against particular and particularized human beings that are sort of repopulating the earth. And so he situates his theory within what he says the repopulation of the earth, which is the movement of people involuntarily as well as voluntarily. So he goes back to the Atlantic slave trade, colonial period, the apartheid system in South Africa, as well as the contemporary space, and says we need to examine refugee camps, we need to examine prisons as well as borders as spaces and techniques that actually exert violence against human beings.